Global lockout standards and regulations. By no means is the US the only country to have developed a rigorous equipment lockout safety standard. In Europe, the EU Guidelines 89655 specify minimum requirements concerning safety and health while using equipment. Every piece of equipment must be fitted with clearly visible devices with which it can be separated from every energy source. Define the measures regarding the equipment isolation of machinery and the power dissipation to prevent hazardous equipment re-energizing. Other directives further stipulate necessary lockout practices. Individual countries have reinforced these EU guidelines and directives with additional legislations. Germany's Ordinance on Industrial Safety and Health specifies that work equipment controls must be secured against unintentional or unauthorized actuation. The ordinance also describes how equipment and moving parts must be protected against accidental start and movement. In France, an INRS document refers to the obligations of the employers on temporary or permanent electrical installations usage. Several labour codes and decrees have been published to further itemize the required actions. In the UK, Regulation 19 of the Provision of Work Equipment Regulations extensively addresses isolation from sources of energy. Other EU countries, including Austria and Switzerland, have enacted similar laws. Asia-Pacific countries have also embraced lockout safety standards. China has enacted several standards that address equipment de-energization and hazardous energy isolation. Major producers, including PetroChina and Sinopec, have taken lead roles in equipment lockout safety by instituting comprehensive programs. Japan and Singapore have implemented important technical codes and ordinances to lock equipment out. In Australia, Work Health and Safety Regulations 2011 documents how a PCBU must ensure that equipment is properly de-energized for servicing. Also, in North America, Canada's CSA lockout standard is widely enforced and carefully followed by employers. The important conclusion of this global review is that these major industrialized countries and many others are widely adopting very comprehensive and very similar lockout programs and practices. Whether by standard, norm or regulation, lockout tagout has become a best global safety practice.